Have you lived here long?
Time seems to be of so little importance when one finds that her entire lifestyle is so far removed from what she once knew.
That reminds me of what my father says.
Ah, the male influence. Marion is more of an authority on that than I. Isn't that so, Marion? When I was a child, I was taught that it was proper to be truthful and respectful to one's parents. But take Marion here, for example. She thinks nothing at all of lying to me, of taking advantage of my crippled condition to defile the sanctity of our home.
Mother!
Deny it, you slut. Stay where you are. I do hope you will enjoy your stay with us, in spite of your rather unfortunate circumstances.
I hope we're not taking up anyone's rooms.
Not at all. You're not in anyone's way. Years ago, we had house guests virtually all of the time. Those times were so exhilarating. We would gather each afternoon on the veranda of the house on Ocean Drive and watch the boats in full sail. They were so beautiful as they came into Narragansett, rounded Fort Adams, and came into Newport Harbor. We had such interesting guests. Writers, artists.
Was this on the East Coast? I don't recognize any of the places you've mentioned.
Newport, Rhode Island. It was a place where life was ordered, refined. Each knew his place, his position. Nothing approaches it anymore.
Was your family together there? I mean, did you all live in Newport? Your husband, Marion?
My husband, so undisciplined, so unable to see what we had. He alone was responsible for it all.
Is he still there in Newport?
I have neither knowledge of nor interest in his or any other man's whereabouts. It is a subject I do not allow to interfere with my thought process. I find it all so tiresome, so wasteful. Marion, what on earth is taking you so long? These girls were under the impression we were dining this evening. What are you doing in the kitchen? Do you have one of your men in there? Come in here. My husband. My husband. Sometimes I ask myself, what on earth prompted us to enter such an ill-fitted union? All of those years of collecting and building and then maintaining a sound position within the group. All of it gone. Marion, I am ready to come to dinner. Do you hear me? I said I am ready to come now.
Coming, Mother. Coming!
I honestly don't know what to expect from you, Marion. Your functions around here are not that difficult. There are few demands. Punctuality. Punctuality, that is important. I must be able to count on some sort of reasonable schedule. Please be seated, my dear. It seems we're fewer in number. Your friend, her name?
Nancy? You mean Nancy?
Nancy. Is there some reason why she's not eating with us this evening?
She walked into the junction to call her parents today.
Walked? That's considerably more than just a casual stroll. Was Nancy aware of the distance? Of the possible problems?
Oh, I think she'll be back in the morning. We just thought it'd be a good idea to let our families know what happened to us.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Terry, do you come from a large family?
Just my mom and dad. I'm an only child. I guess once they saw me, they figured one kid was all they could stand.
Terry, I'm sure that they'd like lots more like you.
Well, once they find out about the car wreck, they're not going to be too happy.
Being a parent, Terry, is a large responsibility. Their unhappiness about your rather unfortunate automobile accident simply translates into concern. Concern for your well-being. That is why you must try to understand the burden of parenthood. It is something so terminal.
Really, Mother, I don't think that Terry's parents would consider it terminal.
How on earth can you presume to know how Terry's parents feel? Is it from your vast store of personal knowledge? Or is it from the tawdry little relationships you carry on here behind my back?
Really, Mother.
Oh, really, Mother? My age and my infirmity don't keep me from knowing what goes on in this house. My dear daughter likes to entertain on her own occasionally. She thinks her crazy old mother won't know. Man.
Mother!
You think you can explain it all away, don't you? You think those pathetic little gratification sessions.
This cannot go on. Terry is our guest. I don't know where you get your ideas of what goes on around this house, but I will not allow you to...
You what? You will not allow? Since when did you assume that you had the capacity to allow or disallow anything? I run this house. I decide what will be allowed and disallowed. You must think us terribly undisciplined around here, what with all of this carrying on.
Oh, no, really.
No matter. Now, Terry, if you will take me into the sitting room, perhaps we can persuade Marion to play something for us.